There we go. Okay. All in favor of approving the draft AGM minutes? All opposed? See none. Great. I'm just copying and pasting because I'm not doing this over and over again. I did that on the last minutes and I absolutely hated it. None. Great. Next thing on the agenda is what's the next thing? It's a lot more. Okay, review of the bylaws. Okay, so the reason why I put this in here is if you need access to the bylaws, just tell me. I'm pretty sure Shay might. Let me just grab it. So in our bylaws, I was talking to Chantel. She's actually the one who brought it up. She and I agree is that we should probably make it more clear what the roles and responsibilities are of executive members. Correct? Did I get that correct? Yeah. Great. Hold on. Let me share this really quick. Copy image. They are not an editor with everyone I share. They are a viewer. Great. Chat. Where's my what the how can I access chat? Great. Control V. There we go. Shay, they're in the chat if you need to access them. So another thing I wanted to add was recording the meetings, that all meetings should be recorded. And yeah, and then they'll be posted on the YouTube channel. Also, another part of this motion is to create a YouTube channel. So to share the meetings. So about specifying the membership, obviously it would be under executive membership, right? So how do we want to word it for like the roles and responsibilities?
We should underline the roles and responsibilities for the vice president, the president, and each of the representatives.
Okay, so the president's role would be to chair meetings, of course, because they're the president.
Yeah. Share meeting links and host meetings.
Share meeting links. Host meetings.
So far because it's online. If we do decide to move in person, then that will change, but probably not going to happen anytime soon.
I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I mean, we could always ask if the Devon Public Library or FCSS wants to provide a space. I mean, I don't know what they would say, but we could ask. Who knows what they would say? But host meetings and represent Devon youth as a whole with vice president. Great. Okay, and then president. I'm literally just gonna put this. Whoa, I put president twice. Vice president. What are you doing? Host meetings when president is not present. Okay, and represent why is that capitalizing? I am capitalizing everything. What am I doing? Host meetings. Share meetings. Share meetings. Great. I don't know why I capitalized all those things. I can fix that later. Okay, and represent youth as a whole with the president. Okay, next, Evergreen rep. Of course, attend meetings and represent youth interests within Evergreen Catholic schools. Okay. No, schools. Plural. Okay, black gold representative. Literally the exact same thing, except opposite. And then independent representative. Ten meetings and represent interests, youth interests. Should I just say within the community? Because they're an independent representative. So they're not technically part of a school, so to speak.
I think we probably should define what the independent representative represents. If it's mainly just the homeschoolers and Devon Christian School, well, then let's just make it that.
Should we say separate from Black Gold and Evergreen? Because we've got kids in outreach and Edmonton Public. Okay. Separate.
One other thing I was about to say is I'd be interested to see how many kids actually identify by their school division, or would say I'm a Evergreen kid versus a Holy Spirit, or I'm an Evergreen kid versus a Riverview kid, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like a lot of John Malin kids, they may say I was Evergreen, but now I'm Black Gold.
Yeah. No, that is fair. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then we need to add the YouTube. Okay. What was the font? 15. Meeting recordings. All monthly meetings will be recorded. All will be posted on DYAC YouTube page. Okay. Any questions on the additions to the bylaws?
No.
I was just going to wonder, sorry, what was the purpose of the YouTube channel?
To post the monthly meeting recordings.
Okay.
I mean, we could post other videos on it, but it's probably only going to be meetings.
Yeah.
Okay. No questions. Okay. All in favor of doing it, of accepting the thing and creating a YouTube channel? Shaylin, are you in favor or opposed? In favor. Great. Where did my minutes go? Okay. Amendments to bylaws. In favor. We're just gonna I'm just actually gonna copy and paste this whole box. Copy. Control B. Okay. Next. I know it's not going to be this easy throughout the whole agenda. Oh, Town of Devon budget. Great. Okay. So I guess I'll start it off. Okay. So I should probably put who proposed the motion. Never mind. I'm losing my mind. Okay, does anyone want to propose the amendments to the, actually, I'm the one who brought it up, so I'll propose it. Okay. Proposed by, great. Okay, so budget 2024. To just bring up some of the key points, the library shared what happened in 2023. So they had a large amount of youth attend. A lot of their volunteers and people who show up to library events are youth within the community, especially those who are teenage, between 13 and, I believe the age they put was 13 to 18. And interesting enough, so they actually did a video for the budget when they came to present to the library, and it was actually done by John Malin's very own media team. So the library invited them, and the youth were involved in making the library's ad. The library, of course, still pushed to be moved to the Esso building, which is right next to the apartments and dog park. Council didn't, council Ben Gronberg voiced his hopes for it. Obviously, there was nothing that council could do at that certain moment, but obviously there's still hopes between the library and some council members to get them into the Esso building and out of their current building, in which I know they've talked about that rent is going up. Another thing is they'll be replacing the Zamboni at the arena, as well as replacing a hot water tank. This won't take away from the season, but it will definitely be nice to have a new Zamboni. They'll also be remodeling the floors in the pool. It won't take away from the season, but it will just that way there's not as much leakage into the pool building from the pool. And then actually, so Councillor Hanley, to talk about the arena, he voiced his concerns with arena timings based on what the community members are saying. Administration informed them that the arena, they have talked to all community groups, and Devon Minor Hockey and figure skating and NAX will have ice time. What I do want to note, though, is they did not mention public skating openly when they were responding. And Councillor Bowles brought up, and administration agreed with him, that the community should be looking to use their outdoor rinks, like public skate, should be utilizing the outdoor rinks. What I will say to that, though, is there's no snow on the ground right now. So I don't know how the outdoor rink situation is going to go, but Councillor Bowles and administration wants the public to utilize that. But yeah, I don't know how that's going to go. Also, NEX will be using the arena one weekend a month. They will have the whole building to host a tournament every single month. So that's good for the town for tourism wise, but and then the spray park, it has some issues in it. So they're going to need to be replacing some things in the spray park. The issue is it could take away from the season. So there could be half the summer the spray park isn't operational. Councillor Hugh voiced that maybe instead of replacing the stuff in the spray park to make the current spray park work, maybe we add some new stuff to the spray park on top of it. So that was definitely a discussion on council to add some new stuff to the spray park, and also to do it either before the season starts or after the season ends. That way they don't take away from the summer, because the spray park is very popular. And that was like the highlights from council on like what I was present for that that was of interest to youth. So any questions on anything? Anyone is able to unmute themselves and ask any questions? Nope.
Kind of random, but do you know
Okay.
if the Zambonis could receive a sponsor? It's kind of that seems like something that's
Yes. So actually their main sponsor is going to be Parkland County. So Parkland County is paying for a large amount of the Zamboni. So they're going to like have their name on the Zamboni, Parkland County. But yeah, that's who's sponsoring the Zamboni actually.
And then also as far as public skates on outdoor rinks, I think that would be difficult for the town to schedule, which is the one thing. It's
Well,
really hard.
it's open to everyone. That's what I think administration
Exactly.
wants. They don't want they want more people to just go out and skate in the outdoor rinks than actually to use the actual arena.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work with the current winter situation, but that's administration's plan is to basically, yeah. Don't know how that's going to work, but that's their plan.
Like they're starting to get it going though.
Yeah. See, it seems like it. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be ready later on, but eventually.
Currently there's not a lot of public skate. Okay. So, anyone want to make a motion to accept as information my report and the budget?
I can if needed.
Yep.
All in favor of the budget and the report of 2024? All right, majority. Or I guess everyone.
Yeah. You. What the? Oh, because I have my cap lock on. Maslin. Great. Okay. Next thing on the agenda. What is the next thing? We're actually going through this quite quickly. Oh, Yeti. Yeti. Okay. Chantel, do you want to talk about this? Because I know you were mostly in contact with Jessica and them.
Yeah, so an organization reached out to us. Let me just pull it up real quick because I did recently respond to the person who we were in contact with. And hold on. So the organization is Community Futures Capital Region. And the person who is reaching out, her name is Jessica Barter-Kolik. And she is interested in sharing to us a presentation about a program called Yeti, which is the Young Entrepreneurs Training Initiative Program. And first of all, she wants to kind of be in contact with the executive members to discuss possible partnerships with FCSS Devon, which was actually Matt's idea. So we actually have a meeting organized with her on this Friday at 6 p.m. So we'll see what goes on with that.
Okay.
I'm looking quite forward to it.
I am too. I really am actually.
I think it's a great opportunity for youth in our community.
Oh, 100%. And I researched it. I think it's like their Yeti program. It's like, what is it? Like $200 they give to like entrepreneurs who are looking for like a grant to help start up a business. Like that's great. And like I know we have entrepreneurs in the
she gave
community.
us a draft presentation too, which was really nice to look at.
It was, yes. Because I know we have entrepreneurs in the community. Like there's this one youth in town. They run like a soap business. I've seen it on Instagram. And like it's just that's so cool. Like I think it's a great opportunity for youth to engage in. Okay. So
Did you share
anyone
the meeting minutes?
Hmm?
Did you share the meeting minutes?
I did.
The document you're writing on?
I did with everyone.
Okay.
I'll just I'm gonna share it in the chat and put it as a viewer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems to be the easiest. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the best thing to do here is probably do the recommended action, which is contact FCSS, see if they're interested in being part of an event, advertising, because of course we need to reach out to Key to organize that, and then of course for youth as well as maintain close contact with the Community Futures Capital Region, because who doesn't want to do that? So Chantel, do you want to make the motion since it's kind of your thing?
Okay. All in favor with proceeding to have a meeting about the Yeti program? Raise their hand.
Right. That was it. Wow. Look at that. And of course, contacting SCSS, correct, Chantel? Is that what you wanted to?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Was none. Oh my gosh. Did I spell that wrong in every single one? I did. Oh my gosh. I spelt. Wow. Man. Okay. How do I do this? Okay, I'll do that later. Okay. And now we move on to the fun part, election of new representatives. So, Shaylin, I know you've been in contact with me, so I know you want to be Black Gold rep, and since no one's here, are you still willing to fill that position?
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone want to nominate Shaylin to be the new Black Gold representative?
I can, I guess.
Okay. I'll tell.
I nominate Shaylin to be the Black Gold representative.
Okay. All in favor? Shaylin, are you going to vote? Oh, yeah. Okay. And opposed? See none. Representative. Opposed. I'm going to say nominated instead of opposed. Nominated by Chantal Desjardins. Wow, we are cruising through. The great thing about having an agenda is we are cruising. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the growing and prospering together master plan. Okay. So, for anyone who doesn't know, how many time do we have? We have 10 minutes. Oh, we're going to be done in 10 minutes. This is fine. Okay. The growing and prospering together master plan. So, on this oh no, I'm reading the wrong one. So the town of Devon, when we contacted them via email to make ourselves noticeable to the town, we received an email back from the executive assistant, Melanie Crothers, that town council actually moved to give us their growing and prospering together master plan. Excuse me, to send in suggestions. So we had an executive meeting in which we formed together a letter in which we sent off to council, which will be presented at the December 11th council meeting. And we shared together that obviously we want the town to grow and continue to grow, as well as of course use of facilities like NEX using actually I'm gonna pull up the letter because I think that's way better than having to go and dig through this. Okay. I'm just gonna read off the letter. Here it is. Okay, so we talked about how recreation is key and how they need to continue looking to grow recreation in this community. Like we have seen private events like the Make-A-Wish Grand Slam. If no one knows, the Make-A-Wish Grand Slam was this year, in the summer. And it was a hosted tournament by Make-A-Wish to raise funds, and it was a major success. And the twinning of the arena and recreational facilities, with NEX being a key contributor, hosting a tournament on one weekend every month, which will be great for the town's tourism. And we must always focus to expand recreation in town. Like I know youth in the community, of course, obviously wanted an indoor pool was a lot of what youth wanted. And I know that they've talked about in the past, like months ago, over just about over a year ago, by like 2050, the contractor, I forget who it was, but anyway, someone talked to council about by like 2050, they're hoping to like have like a track indoor, like kind of like field house and an indoor pool. Obviously, our town isn't in the best financial situation to do that, but we still want to keep on looking to expand our recreation facilities, especially possibly rebuild those soccer fields that they just tore up to build the new arena. So that way we keep recreation in the community, and that way we're not having to make youth travel to places like Spruce Grove and Leduc to go and use other facilities. We also must make sure areas like Voyager Park are more inviting to youth by maintaining its facilities. Like I mentioned, the wooden skate park in Voyager Park is, I know they talked about it, it isn't the most safest skate park that Counselor brought up. And of course, businesses are a key part in town, like mom and pop businesses, small town businesses like Florida Pizza and Marcy's, like, and how the town needs to make sure that they keep those local businesses in town. And we were talked about taxing abandoned buildings because, well, no one really likes abandoned buildings in a town, right? It's bad for business, bad for tourism. And make sure that more builders are coming in. That way our community can continue to grow, to invest in things like recreation that are interested to youth. And I did mention that they should just change some of the figures on pages to update them to make sure that we are accurately representing things, because I know some things that are now not Highway 19 are still listed as Highway 19, and then we sent that off to council. So I am actually looking if anyone, because I'm going to be at the December 11th council meeting, because I'm always at council meetings, which is next week, if I have that correct. If anyone else would like to attend, because I don't think it would be that bad if we had people in attendance. So, if anyone,
Sadly, I won't be able to make that night, sadly.
that's
I might
totally
be able to
fine.
make it.
Hmm?
I'm not completely sure if I'll come or not
Okay.
yet.
Well, I will be there, and if you come, you're more than welcome to. Obviously, the more the merrier. So yeah. I guess just I don't know what the motion would be. I guess we'll accept his information and send President send me to be in attendance to the meeting to represent the Devon Youth Advisory Council. If anyone wants to make that motion. Does anyone wish to make the motion to do that? Shaylin, Nasland, Santel, anyone? Do you want to make the motion, Shay? You haven't made a motion yet. And yeah. Do you want to?
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do.
You just say you're proposing the motion to accept his information, the Growing and Prospering Together master plan letter, and send me as a representative. Do you want to make the motion? Yes? No?
I
Okay.
can do it if she doesn't want to.
Okay. I guess Chantel will make the motion. Okay.
Okay. Are we all in favor of accepting this information and setting Matt Hanley as a representative? Raise your hand.
There we go. Okay. Great. Master plan letter as information, and send President Hanley as representative of DYAC at December 11th council meeting. Great. And
So it's going to kick us out in 2 minutes. I just hope the recording actually saves.
don't worry. I'm going to end the recording in less than 2 minutes because that is all that's on the agenda. So the only thing left
Yeah.
is a motion to adjourn. Who wants to make that motion? It's literally just, yeah.
I made it last time.
Anyone else? Shayla, do you want to
Anyone
make that motion? It's the easiest motion. It's just to end the meeting. That's the motion. The motion is literally just to end the meeting. No, okay. Naslin, do you want to make it?
Sure, I'll go
Yeah.
ahead. First of all, also, do we have Shaylin's contact information?
I do, yes.
Okay. If we want to add her to the little iMessage group chat we have, and then probably also to all the emails. that'd
Yes,
work.
I will get her all that stuff.
Okay, then I make everyone good to adjourn. Raise your hand. All right. Well,
There we go. Look at that. Okay, proposed by Naslin Lazenby. Okay, we are adjourned. Great. I am going to end the recording. How do I do that?